everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing very well. So in today's video I'm here to do my first autumnal look because it's the 1st of September, which basically means it's almost Halloween. So that means the summer is going. I'm so happy that the sun is finally going to be going down earlier than normal. I'm not a big fan of the summer. My skin is not a big fan of the summer either. Although my skin tends to get a little bit dry during these times, I don't mind at all. That's what my face milks are for. That's what skincare is all about. And today I thought I would get in the mode. Even though it's a little bit sunny outside, it's still a bit chilly, but I thought let's start off this month with a nice kind of autumnal, dark kind of gothic look that I wanted to bring today. And yeah, it's been a few days since I filmed because I pre-filmed a few things and I thought I would take the morning off by having an extra 45 minutes in bed, and now today I'm filming this after work because I really wanted to film something. So nothing is new. There's one or two things that I haven't tried on camera yet, so today is the perfect time. So we're starting off with primer. So I'm going in with the Bright Maker by NYX, and this is a really nice primer. It smells so good. It smells of papaya. I believe it is papaya because it's infused, so you know it's a good reason for it to smell like that. And it is brightening. Like, none of my skin is dull or anything like that. It just needs a bit more moisture. For some reason I've been feeling a bit oily today. I don't know what is going on with my skin. One day it's very, you know, dry and kind of a bit meh, and then some days it is just an oily mess and there's nothing I can really do about it. It's just the way that skin is, to be honest. So yeah, I thought I would just bring this out because it's been a few videos since I've used it and it smells amazing. It smells so nice. So the next product that I haven't used on camera but I really love is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. This was kindly gifted to me, but this is not sponsored. Haven't obviously got any sponsorships, that's just non-existent. But I just, yeah, they gave me this to test out, do like a video on my Instagram that I did, and I'm just talking about it because it's really nice and I had wanted to try this for so long. It's in the shade Vanilla. I'm just going to give it a quick shake because it's been a couple of days since I've used it, and to be honest it's always good to shake your foundations no matter how long you haven't used it, because you just never know. So let's go on with my ISO Clean. I still don't know what this is called. It's kind of like a palette. There you go, we'll call it a palette. And I'm just going to take one of my brushes and I'm just going to blend everything in. This is just a really nice coverage on my skin. You guys know that recently my skin has been looking so much better. If you weren't aware, you could just check out some of my older videos. You can see how much my skin has changed because of my medication, and I'm really happy that it has changed, and especially in like in this weather, I don't have to worry about getting any type of mild heat stroke or any type of migraines due to the sun, or my skin being just really painful. I mean, I still have to be very careful with the meds that I have. You have to kind of be very wary of the sun as well because it becomes ultra sensitive. I've just added a bit more because we need to just be a bit more building up with the foundation. Things you don't need that much. I just like being extra to be honest. And yeah, when I kind of realized that it's September, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna bring out my kind of favorite things. Not that my things don't really stay away, but I really want to try and like decorate our flat a little bit more with like a Halloween themed. The only thing that I did like last year when we were here, well obviously we're still here, was add some like shitty £1 store bat with, actually there were ghosts on one of my mirrors, and I was like, that is pathetic. Why, for someone who loves Halloween and loves horror and all that stuff, I just haven't done anything to the flat. And to be honest, there's no space to do anything, but I am gonna do something to make it look like, you know, more Halloweeny, and my husband won't mind at all because he loves it just as much as I do. So I will find something. I might have to dig out my pop vinyls and put them somewhere, because it's been a long time since I've had any of my pop vinyls out, and they're just sitting in cardboard boxes for the past like year and a half, and it's so depressing because I've got anywhere to put them. But I've got some windowsill space, so I might bring some stuff out for Halloween. So I'm just buffering this in because I just want it all to blend in together nicely. I won't obviously be keeping this on for very long, but I still want the look to look good on camera, and it does look so nice. It does look kind of airbrushed, unless I'm looking a little bit crazy, because obviously the tone is a little bit yellow for me, but I will kind of even it out a little bit with my blush and my highlighter. So I'm just going on my neck a little bit because we're trying to match here. So I feel like that's looking good. Yes, I'm gonna add, sorry, I don't know how to do that. Add a tiny bit of concealer because my eyes are looking a little bit kind of dark. I mean, I've been sleeping okay. I've had, not thankfully for once, I haven't had any really issues with sleeping, but I think that's just life in general, to be honest. Just like having under eye bags is such a normal thing, that, you know, that's what concealers are for. And this is, oh sorry, it's the Collection strengthening concealer. This is so nice and it smells amazing, and you can use it as an eye primer. So I will be adding some of that to my eyes. I haven't gone too heavy as a concealer because the foundation is pretty good coverage, to be honest. Like, it really has covered everything, and I know I put on maybe a bit too much, but it's fine. We're just gonna go with it. So let's just powder everything down, because again, my top lip is, you know, the worst enemy. But I'm hoping that during the autumn it will calm down a bit. I mean, there's gonna be barely any heat, so I'm hoping that it will chill out a bit. So I'm just, yeah, using my Revolution powder because we're getting so close to finishing it. And oh my god, I've been kind of neglecting my Project Pan, which is so stupid of me. Like, I really shouldn't be not using it. Like, I haven't used my eyeshadow palette in God knows how long. I have used it a couple of times off camera, but nothing to indicate that it's going to be doing any kind of dent in it. So that's my fault technically, but I'll get back into it soon. So let's go on to blush and highlighter. So you guys know I love blush, but I feel like during kind of autumnal times, blush isn't going to be a major staple in a look, to be honest. So I'm going to go in with something quite subtle. I'm going in with my Baked blush by Kiko. This is in the shade First Sunrise in the Lost in Amalfi. Again, I still don't know what the hell that means, but we're just going to take it. It's kind of like a light tone blush, so we're taking it just not too heavy, because again, blush is more of a kind of summer thing, and to kind of stand out your cheeks a little bit more. I'm going light-handed. I know that's like a betrayal on myself, but I feel like, you know, it's the highlighter that I kind of want to beam just a little bit more, because, you know, walking home alone at night, you need someone to see you. That highlighter is gonna stand out. So let's get that highlighter going. So I'm using my beautybay highlighter in the shade Beam. I don't know what I'm on about today, honestly. I don't know what it is. I'm just tired, or I mean, I don't know. I'm just in a good mood because I'm filming. So I guess that's an indication as to how my evening's gonna be, I guess. But yeah, let's get this highlighter on. It's been a while since I've used it, and beautybay have like released images of their Disney collection. I don't know. I don't know what it is about these amazing collections that are coming out soon that have really, I have high expectations for no reason. Like, I just ordered some of the Batman stuff, so I got like a VIP thing because I signed up to get early access, and even when I saw what was coming out, I was a bit like, some of this I just don't like. I picked up a couple of things. I'm not going to talk about them on here because this is not the review, but obviously when it turns out, I'll be doing a review straight away to talk about it, but I have to wait, obviously, hopefully not that long, but we'll see. But yeah, I picked a few things up, so make sure you're subscribed if you're intrigued to see what I bought in the Batman collection. So let's go on to eyes. I'm going to use a couple of things today. I'm going to use my Grimoire palette by Cosmetics, and I'm going to bring in my Super Shock shadows by Colourpop. These ones I haven't used because when I recently did an order with Colourpop, they had like a big sale, so I thought, you know, I could use these today because they're really nice. This really dark one, which is called Wind Down, that's gorgeous. I'm gonna hopefully use that as an eyeshadow topper, and then this other one I'll use another time, which is called Muse, which is a lighter shade. So I'm gonna put this one to the side because this one, again, I mentioned I might not use, but this is part of their I think it was like their red wine collection or whatever it was. I can't remember what it's called, but I'm just going to leave this to the side. And what I should have done was taken this out of the box a bit earlier, but I didn't. And yeah, I have used this once on my channel before. I did review it in case you haven't seen it. It's absolutely stunning palette by a very great independent brand. So I am going to start off, obviously, with a nice transition shade. I'm going to use a really small brush. My sister bought me these brushes recently by Huda from her work, so that was really nice of her to do that. So I'm going to start off with Create, which is just here, and because I've already done something to my lid, they actually haven't creased yet, so that is pretty darn handy. And my top lip is actually starting to give me chip. It's gonna rip it off one day. So yeah, I'm gonna take one fluffy side. This, I don't even know, this is just a blending brush. So yeah, Create, which is a purple, and I'm just gonna take that on my brush and we're gonna pat it on. Okay, that is crazy pigmented. I already knew it's pigmented, but I literally tapped in like the smallest amount. So I'm just gonna blend it out afterwards. But yeah, autumn is just such a nice time of the year for me. I get to wear some of my favourite jumpers that I've had for so long. I get to talk about Halloween. I get to think about my favourite horror movies. I have done a list a very long time ago, actually, when I first kind of started my channel. I did like my top 10 horror movies, if you want to check that out. And what else? Yeah, and just talking about just my love of horror, and just like, yeah, I'm hoping that there might be some good horror films out this year. I doubt it, so I feel like it's a perfect time for me to just watch some of my favorites, even though I never need an excuse to watch them, because I could sit down and watch The Exorcist any day. I could sit down and watch Halloween any day. You know, they're just movies that are my comfort movies, which is a bit strange to say, but you know, a lot of people these days are big horror geeks, and that's what I love. I've been a horror geek for most of my life, so having Halloween, it's a bit disappointing. In the UK, we're just not as into Halloween as America, for example. Like if you go to somewhere like America, they have these massive events. People, like, you know, decorate their yards with this amazing stuff, and then in the UK everyone's just like, nah, this is either going to get trashed or ruined, or you know, someone will steal it. So maybe one day in the UK we'll get a bit better. So next I'm going to go in with Love, which is just here, because that's actually a darker shade, and I feel like I might be able to blend that in. Oh, it's like a bluish purple, but we're gonna just see how it goes and just blend it. Okay, that's cool. And just blend it in together so we can darken up the edges just a bit. That's fine. But yeah, talk about like horror movies, and just, oh, I love it. It's just so much fun, and yeah, it's amazing. Tell me what your favourite horror movie is, because I'm very intrigued. I was going to say it might be something that I haven't seen, but you know, I've seen a lot, so unless it's something really independent and just random, then I might not know it. But I am excited for Halloween Kills. That is going to be very interesting. I am like, Halloween is my favourite horror movie of all time, the one by John Carpenter. And just when they announced that they were doing like the previous one, I was like, okay. But Jamie Lee Curtis is in it, who is one of my favourite people in the whole world. She's just amazing. And I saw it and I really enjoyed it. It's not obviously anything on the original, but it's still a lot of fun, I guess, if you can call these movies fun. I'm just going to go back in with the first one just to blend out a bit. I'm just going to bring it out a bit more because it seemed to have disappeared, but just going in with it. But yeah, I did like it a lot. But is it better than the Carpenter movie? Absolutely not. Nothing will ever be that movie for me. And well, most of his movies, obviously, like The Thing, They Live, which is not essentially a horror film, but it's kind of just an amazing film in itself. So yeah, bring on October. I'm very excited. So let's go in. Kind of feel like I can't go in with any more purples because the only other purple is this shimmer, and I'm not using that shimmer today. I might go in with Unconditionally, which is a dark blue, but we're going to use it slightly to see what it will do. Just, it is a blue, but I feel like maybe if I can add it on the top. I've done it now. I was like, let me see how it works, and it's just gone there. So, but I know a lot of autumnal looks are very orange, which I will do in the future, but I feel like I wanted to do something a bit darker today because it will hopefully be my first step into like autumn. But yeah, this palette is super duper nice. I'm not sure if they're bringing any more palettes out before Halloween or what their plans are. I'm sure indie brands are always coming up with new ideas because especially the bigger brands, they're constantly bringing out makeup non-stop. So I'm sure indie brands have a lot of catching up to do, but you know, this is looking okay. I don't know what I've really done on each side. They don't match, but that's the story of my life. Never match, but we're gonna hopefully the Super Shock shadow will change everything. Okay, so now you put this aside. We're gonna take Wind Down, and I'm actually gonna use my finger because I feel like it will do it so much justice. Let's give it a swatch first. Super Shock shadows are always just outstanding, so I'm going to just put this on. It feels a little bit loose in there, but hopefully it won't fall out. Okay, nice. What I will do, I will blend everything kind of together in a moment just so it doesn't look strange. Yeah, it's nice. I just have to really dig in to get there, but it's working. Okay, let's go on to the other side. I don't know why I did it on this hand. I should just use my other one. Okay, I don't know what it is. This doesn't seem to be coming out that much. Let me wet my brush and use it like that. I don't know what I do wrong, honestly, because I watch so many people use these Super Shock shadows and they look absolutely insane, and then I use it and it doesn't look right at all. Okay, that's much better, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Anyway, let's do it on this side. Okay, should I add something to my lower lash line? I'm kind of tempted, just ever so slightly, to add something. Okay, that's looking weirdly good, I mean for me, because you know about my talents lacking of, but I feel like everything has kind of worked out quite nicely. It looks much better close up in my to be honest, but we're gonna just blend it out just a little bit more. And then I feel like I bought some fake lashes, but like half fake lashes the other day. So because we're going like over the 20-minute mark, I feel like I'm going to do these really quickly off camera, and maybe add some of my cake liner. So that could be like my lower lash line maybe. I won't add too much because this is really pigmented, so I don't want to mess it up. But yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I actually forgot to mention that I'll do my lips off camera because it would save so much time. But with my fake, with these lashes, I have no idea what I was doing. I added a couple on each side, but you really cannot see any difference. The lips, I'm using my Fenty Beauty in the shade Underdog, I think it is, yeah, Underdog, which I think is actually a permanent shade now. And then on my eyes I just use the mascara, which is by W7. I did a review of a full face of W7 recently, and yeah, this is my finished look, my first kind of autumnal kind of gothic look, which I absolutely love. As you forgot to mention, I've got my Bride of Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster earrings on, so for me it's automatically like Halloween now. There's no argument, it's set in stone basically. But yeah, let me know what you think, if this is a bit too different or whatever, but I quite like it. Like the eyes are looking really kind of scary, which is what I'm into because I haven't done anything quite like this in a while. It's been a lot of like reds and greens and blues and like a couple of nude tones, and I thought let's go a bit more out there, but expect a few more looks like this soon, but hopefully better ones. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias because I'm always active on there, and you get to see a closer look of this look. And yeah, I hope you're doing really well. I hope you're healthy, happy, and you're safe. And yeah, bringing in that autumn feels. I've already had my first pumpkin spice latte, so I'm happy for the year. And I'll see you really soon, guys. Bye.